Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open, it's just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, for those of you who run E85, let me ask you this. How many of you have actually tested the ethanol content before filling up your car? Especially to go rag on, especially to go make some power. I know you're with me. You want to go make some high horsepower. You want to go out and fucking make sure things are right. And so you want to make sure that you're putting in good fuel. Because the E85, if you know about this shit regulates. This shit can be so inconsistent from pump to pump. You want fucking high octane fuel. You want to be as close to E85, sometimes even higher than E85 if you can. You want the clean fuel. You want the consistent horsepower. You want the reliability. You want the fucking horsepower. Now let me ask you something that you probably gonna sting a little bit, because when someone compared it to me, I was like, yo, you're fucking right, dog. You are fucking right. When was the last time that you paid that much attention to what you were actually putting in your own body? That shit right there was crazy to me. When they brought it up, and I remember I was in my truck. I didn't have a content sensor yet. So I had a little E85, little mixture. I put some E85, some water. I shook it up. I was looking at the content, and I was with my buddy. He's fucking ripped. And he was like, yo, call me out. He's like, yo, you're measuring your E85 content to put in the truck. We're going to go make some horsepower. But then you come and you got a fucking Snickers. You got a fucking energy drink. You're this shit that doesn't is good for you. Have you ever thought about treating your body like you actually treat your fucking fuel? Yo, you'll protect your engine, but you'll neglect the man who's driving it. And brother, that shit right there was poof, fucking bomb went out of my mind. Straight up. Because I never looked at it that way. It made absolutely no sense to me to compare the two. But once he brought it to my attention, I was like, wow, makes so much sense. And ever since then, I ain't perfect. Far from it. But I've been eating better. I've been taking care of my nutrition better. And I've been feeling better. You see, a while back, I was getting ready to tune one of my cars. I was. And I remember shit was breaking up. I started tuning it and it was breaking up. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And this was actually after I had put in the ethanol content sensor, right? This is what, I got tired of mixing and blending and seeing what the mix was. So I was like, yo, you know what? Fuck it, bro. Let's actually install content ethanol sensor in my truck. The thing is that you actually have to open the laptop. You have to connect to the HP tuner. You got to see what the ethanol content is. And so that shit was running like crap. And I connected to the laptop and I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I noticed that I had got some bad fucking fuel. Bro, that shit was horrible content. It was some E35 or some shit. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Bro, you can't make no fucking horsepower on that. Not at all. And everything, I remember, I was like, yo, I can't continue doing this shit. I can't even go racing tonight because I had filled up and I was some shitty ass fuel. And I caught myself. I was like, yo, here I am again, over obsessing over my machine. And I was fucking pissed because I couldn't go rag my shit out because now I had some E35 or some shit like that. And I had a full tank of gas, full tank of fuel. And now I couldn't go race. I was bitter, right? And then that memory flashed back and I was like, yo, here I am again obsessing about my fuel, but yet, how am I doing with myself? For some reason, things would go wrong. I would get stressed. I would have some fucking bad days at work and I would immediately go sedate myself with some fast food because it was convenient. Because the McFlurries are good, because the cookies taste good, because all this bullshit, because I just wanted to sedate myself. I would skip to sleep. I would drink too little of water. I told myself, you know what, bro, I'll start next week. And then somehow I'd expect my body to perform like my motherfucking race engine. It ain't gonna work the same. And so realization hit me. It hit me fucking hard, bro. It really did, because the truth is that your car doesn't build your future. I build my future. And so if I want to have a successful, a positive, a badass future, guess what? Then I need to be fucking high horsepower. I need to be performing at a top level. I need to be thinking at a top level. I need to be performing. I need to be acting. I need to be a motherfucking high performance machine. And that's when I was like, yo, that's the missing link. Your body is the most valuable build that you will ever take on. Like, think about how we treat our projects, bro. How we got, bro, if you're into cars and motorcycles, I know you're the same way. You always gotta have some fresh oil, you gotta have the best parts, you gotta have 93 or 85 or good fuel, you're gotta have quality tires, your maintenance is up to date, your preventative care is fucking done. Why? Because we know what happens when we neglect the maintenance. The cost of money appears, right? Like, we think that all these things, oil changes and tune up and all this costs money, but wait till you see how much a blown motor costs. I've blown a motor from low maintenance, from not changing the oil. And so now I stay on top of my oil. And so think about your body the same way, brother. That's the engine that carries your family. That's the engine that carries your life. That's the engine that runs your business. That's the engine that leads your wife. That's the engine that raises your kids. That's the engine that serves God. That's what lives your purpose, bro. Yet some of us men, I had to take a breath because, bro, I've been there for so long. And it's so easy to sedate. It's so easy to forget about it. It's so easy to just give yourself some shitty ass fuel just because things are hard. But some of us, man, we put more planning into that fucking Saturday cruise or that Friday night race night or whatever it is to go lot session, go race on Sunday morning, whatever it is. We put more attention into that to actually what we're putting in our bodies all week. And brother, your body isn't separate from your mission. Your body is the mission. See, without your body, you can't do the mission. Without your health, everything else becomes harder. And so this is why high performance is built on high standards. You see, people ask like, yo, what's the secret when they see me doing good? What's the secret when they see me fit? What's the secret when they see that, oh, I no longer have a big belly and shit? Like, brother, there is no fucking secret. I just simply refuse to negotiate with low standards. And do I trip up? Yes. But I catch myself, I get right back up. Because I know that high performers, we refuse to negotiate on low standards. We don't eat perfectly. We don't train perfectly. We don't sleep perfectly. But guess what? We consistently choose better than average. And so instead of asking, yo, what can I get away with? We ask ourselves, what would be the best version of me choose right now? That's a simple question that has got me so long, so far. Like, if you're trying to build your business, if you're trying to build a better body, if you're trying to build your marriage, if you're trying to become a better husband, if you're trying to do better at work, if you're trying to just become better, if you switch your thought process from, oh, what is the minimum I can do, to what is the best version of me, what would that motherfucker choose right now? What would that guy choose right now? It becomes so easy. Like, would that better guy, would that better warrior drink another soda, or would he drink another bottle of water? That's easy. Would he hit snooze, or would he get up? Would he skip the workout, or would he build the discipline? You see, your standards determine the decisions. And your decisions, they determine your habits. And your habits determine your identity. And then your identity, my brother, it determines your future. It all gets tied back to your identity. For so long, I was just focused on changing habits, changing this, changing that, like how I roll, how I act. And I was like, yo, hold on, I'm trying to do all these things. But the reality is that I'm not really focused on my internal part, on how I identify myself, on how I see myself. And then I started realizing that, yo, I needed to raise my standards. And when the minute that I raised my standards, the minute that I determined that this motherfucker is the guy who's gonna bring the future that I want, everything started changing. Everything. You see, your fuel determines your output, brother. You can't pour 87 octane into a car running high boost and expect some record fucking horsepower numbers. It's gonna blow up. It just doesn't work like that. And every motorhead, every gearhead, every racer knows that. It's not no secret weapon. That's why people go from 93 to E85. Because you know that you want to make some high-ass horsepower, you can't do it on 93, even less on E87. Yet somehow we think that banging energy drinks all day, eating fast food all day, sleeping 3 hours of sleep consistently, having no movement, no exercise, consistent stress, somehow it's gonna produce us to being a high elite level motherfucker. We got it all wrong. That ain't gonna produce shit. My brother, your body keeps score. You don't have to become perfect overnight. You just have to start simple. Drink more water. Eat one better meal. Walk after dinner. Lift some weights. Set some time aside to pray. Sleep in or take a nap for another 30 minutes. And then repeat it again tomorrow. Focus on small improvements. When you focus on small improvements, my brother, it starts building massive horsepower over time. The problem is that it's not sexy. And most of us see it and we're like, that's really not doing anything. Because we fail to realize the power of consistency over time. You see, that is exactly how you build a fucking warrior. By doing the small things every single day. By putting one quality part at a time. By working on yourself and getting better. Just 1% better every single day. Because when you put time over that and it compounds, my brother, you're going to be on fire. You're going to be putting in some fucking high performance rocket fuel in yourself. And then you're going to be noticing that like, yo, I'm on fire. All because of the fuel that you started putting into yourself. So brother, imagine treating yourself with the same attention that you give your favorite vehicle. You know what I'm talking about. Imagine maintaining your body like you maintain your badass motorcycle. Imagine tuning your mind like you tune your computer, like you, for high performance, for high boost, for going from 93 to 85. Imagine protecting your health like you protect your investments, like you protect your fucking wallet. You wouldn't ignore a knocking engine. You would actually let off the gas. You'd be like, oh, this is about to blow up. Let me let off. So why the fuck are you ignoring the warning lights in your own damn life? It's that simple. And so my question for you today, dog, is this. If your body were parked in your garage today, your body, would you be honestly proud of how you've maintained it? Or would you know that, holy shit, this motherfucker is overdue for a service? Big time. Oil's black as fuck, watery, and I'm about to blow up. How? Be honest with yourself. And then my challenge is for this next week, I just want you to raise one standard, dog. Not 10, just one. You see, maybe it's no more drinking soda for you. Maybe it's focusing on getting 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Maybe it's making sure that you hit the gym every single day. Maybe it's making sure that you pray every morning. Maybe it's making sure that you prep your meals before you leave the house. Whatever it is, dog, just pick one and master it. And then stack another one. And then master that one. And then stack another one. And then master that one. And then stack another one and master that one. Because my brother, that is how high performers are built. 1 horsepower, 1 day at a time. Stacking day after day after day. My brother, you see, you'll spend hours chasing another 50 horsepower. Because I know I've been there and I know you've been there. We're looking for that cheap horsepowers, right? But imagine what happens when you add 50 horsepower to the man behind the wheel. That is a game changer. Your family doesn't need a faster car, my brother. Your wife doesn't need another modification. Your business doesn't need another excuse. What they need is a fucking stronger man. So fuel your body, sharpen your mind, strengthen your spirit, raise your standards, because if you want to perform at a high level, then guess what, my bro? You must live at a high level. And remember, we don't just build high performance machines around here. We build fucking warriors. We build men. We build wide open warriors, to be exact. Yo, I'm slamming the checkered flag deep into the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is a mission that God has stamped on my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And yo, if today's message and lit that fire in your chest, my brother, then don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this to another motorhead. Send this to another gearhead. Send this to another man who's hungry for more. Because the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family is non-negotiable. It's time to get up, it's time to lock in, and it's time to get to fucking work, dog. This is your mission, this is your movement, this is your moment, and Wide Open is the fucking way. Let's go!